Hey, need some help? Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it, you got it. Come on, man.
You got this, don't worry. Too slow.
Keep it going. One more.
I got you quiet real quick. All right, fellas, let's get to work. Congrats on the win, but we have a lot of work to do if we want to keep it up. Let's stay focused in practice today. We really need to push the tempo and get out in transition more. Set it up and get started. You guys want to be losing today?
Cut through, baby! Cut through!
Just like that.
Keep moving, baby. Keep moving. Can't stop you, baby.
Just can't stop.
Keep moving.
Let's go.
Way to knock it in, Stephanie.
Come on, focus.
Good work in practice today. Make sure you get some reps in before you leave the gym.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Set up. Set up.
Shut up, shut up. I see him, I see him.
Get your head in the game.
So Magic Johnson used the forum to play an all-star game, and the monies went to the Magic Johnson Foundation. So we figured, wow, this will be great. Marv and I together for the first time. So when we came on the air, there was a single shot of Marv welcoming.
Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. The rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Now here's Wiseman. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
It's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Outside, Markkanen. Outside, Conley. Clarkson against Brown. Clarkson passes to Olynyk. Offline with his 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Jazz for just a minute. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
And you have to remember, you're going to have some tough stretches scoring the ball tonight. Just keep a cool head and don't force things.
And we know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Team fouls.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Markkanen against Thompson. Back to Clarkson from downtown. The Jazz with another miss. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their following.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Wiseman.
So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Conley kicks to Olynyk. Utah moving it around. And James Wiseman picks up the foul.
James Wiseman.
That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Green.
Something he's worked on over the years. Green is an elite passer.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Well, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, the first lottery pick teammates ever to play in the NBA Finals, RJ, in their rookie season.
Yeah, the Dubs' strength in numbers, it got bolstered by some of these up-and-comers. You had Jordan Poole, who was most improved candidate last year, and then eventually we'd love to see a lot from James Wiseman.
And they're brought in, these younger players, Richard, are brought in that great culture.
Oh, there is nothing like culture. We have talked about that. Culture can directly impact a player's trajectory for his entire career.
Oh, nice job by Wiseman to get some contact while in the act. Heady play.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And free throw good from Wiseman. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay. Warriors trail by 6. Side Green. On out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So it's the Warriors now. On its way from Curry for 2. Green for 2 points. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And that's one of those guys who just needs to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah? I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers, indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. It's worked for him. GA, thanks. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Clarkson. Takes a 3. No good there. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Brown to stop the run. A shot by Clarkson, no good. The Warriors leading. Well, RJ, you played against Draymond Green. Do you agree with him when he calls himself the best defender in NBA history?
Of course not. He's not the best, but he's worked his way here at the top. I'll give my guy that. And look, he's a defensive player of the year, and he has been in consideration multiple other years. It's his versatility that gives him such a boost on that other end of the floor.
Utah calls timeout.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast, great TV studio appearances as well.
Out to Conley. Pass to Sexton. Sexton on the wing. That 3 off the mark. And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Clarkson outside. Back to Conley. Vanderbilt against Green. Outside for Sexton. 6 to shoot. They can't stop the run with that one.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green is checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Curry. Now here's Gay. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
Markkanen against Green. Down low, Brown. Misses the layup.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Now here's Green. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. Green inside. Defended by Sexton. And that one's good. Green.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Jazz trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
No good from Beasley.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Green with the jam.
With how much Draymond moves in the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Markkanen against Green. Markkanen passes to Beasley. Kept alive.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Give it up for your Warriors.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. You've got Olenek Conley out there with Clarkson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward position. That was a second look at our mobile one drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Conley kicks to Markkanen. Back to Conley. The pass to Olynyk. Green with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now Clarkson, after the missed 3 from Brown, poked away. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And it's good. 2 points. 15 points for MP.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Conley, the pass to Olynyk. Jazz passing it around. Clarkson finds Conley. This one for 3. The shot missing. So Golden State will take it the other way.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Outside Curry. Vanderbilt with the block. Curry against Conley. Pass to Clarkson. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Utah calls timeout.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout, if you ask me. They have the momentum.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Conley. Out to Clarkson. They get it again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Green and Wiseman make up the inside pin. Now there's Curry. And it's Thompson into the 3. That's the Warriors' 5.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Sexton. Vanderbilt the pass to Clarkson. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
No, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the bench. They just pretty much flew them right out of the water.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
We'll see you again.
This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
17 on them boys.
Great game. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Nah, we good. Let's ball. Three of them, baby.
Y'all ready to lose? I'm dropping a hammer.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
That's you all day.
Hey, swing it. One more. One more. Man, I can't even watch this. Keep it going. Now we're rolling.
Well, it looks like we've got a handle on this whole leadership thing for the time being.
Yeah, hashtags MP, leader, and let's go have been trending on social for the better part of 48 hours, so.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Right, hey, but can your source find out if Adele is still trying to trade a rising young star with leadership abilities up the wazoo?
Oh, don't talk about yourself in the third person.
Yeah, it plays terribly with boomers, and that's our most affluent demo.
And don't say wazoo.
And don't dodge the question. It's not that funny. I mean, I really want you to work your source here, Ricky. You know? Or if does Teresa from ticketing still have inside
It's
scoop or
not Teresa
then
from
who is
ticketing.
it, man?
Look,
You're
I'm
gonna
not
tell
telling
me.
you.
You're gonna tell me.
Look, just because you're doing a great job right now does not mean you can let your foot off the gas. Look, I will try and see where Othello's head is at, but you still got to do your thing, all right? Look, nothing's settled on the trade front.
Of course, man, but it only gets better from here, Rick. Trust me.
All right, well, you know, it might be a good idea for you to check in with Coach Graves, too.
Yes.
I mean, he's an ally on this one.
Yeah, I do chat with him every day, but maybe I can see what if he knows what Othello's thinking or doing.
Good. In the meantime, I'll hit up my source, and we'll take it from there. One day at a time, right?
Yes, sir. Only way to do.
MP, glad you're here. I got to talk to you.
Yeah, man, I was about to say what's up, but you look a little bit upset.
There's no easy way to say this, but you're out of the starting lineup.
I don't understand why.
It's beyond my control.
But you said you would help me if I stayed out the press.
I can help you.
Okay, how? By doing whatever Othello tells you to do?
Ernest! Get over here! MP, I'd like you to meet Ernest Templeton.
Pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you too, man. What exactly does Ernest here do?
He's one of the brightest young stars in our analytics department.
Analytics, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
He came up with the formula for teammate grade, our new all-in-one performance metric.
That was you, man?
Yes. Do you like it?
Yeah, I read the documents up on it. Makes a lot of sense. I'm just excited to see it in action.
When you see yourself going up for posterizing dunk, what do you see? A unicorn flying over a rainbow. What I see is a series of zeros and ones in the beautiful pattern of a Wolverine raining down on his opponents. It's mathematical inevitability. I've been working on it for a long time.
Long time, huh?
Yeah, 89, 99, 2009. Time doesn't exist.
There's been extensive research, but we'll spare you the details.
Spare you the details.
Needless to say, it's the new gold standard. Phil Boyer wants us to use it as a central pillar in all player evaluation.
All of these things. Teammate grade. This is how we change the narrative. How are you going to achieve a better grade than the starter that's currently in place? Here's how you're going to do it.
You hit those goals, and we'll have no choice but to start you. Phil Boyer will see to it himself.
I got you, Coach.
Just gonna say it.
Okay, enough, Ernest. We're all pulling for you, MP.
We're all pulling for you, MP.
We know you can do this.
All right, I'm going to get out of here. But I got you, Coach.
I got you, Coach. I knew he was going to fist bump us both.
Down. Well, now I've done the majority of my work with Kevin Harlan or Clark Kellogg. Kevin and I had done games together for TNT, so it felt so easy doing 2K because of the number of times that we'd been together on television and broadcast games together. Clark, I've watched for years, was so good.
And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even keel. It's such a long...
Changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Noel comes in for McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. So on the floor for Golden State, Dante DiVincenzo out there with MP. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Kevon Looney. And it's Green in at power forward.
2 minutes.
Brown passes to DiVincenzo. Fires the three. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Now another view of that incredible mobile one drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day. Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
Kuminga, the pass to Looney. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And he gets that one.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Green. The fader. Here's Kuminga. Goes to the fadeaway.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
Pass to Edwards. 32 seconds left to play in the first. To the paint. Here's Noel. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
DiVincenzo, pass to Brown. Looney against Reed. Back to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Here's Edwards. Excellent D there from Kuminga. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll bring
20. Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Stephen Curry. James Wiseman is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Andre Iguodala. And it's Brown in a 2-guard. Up top, Brown. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. And that one's good. Wiseman.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Here's Forbes. Defended by Brown. Here's Forbes. And Grant, so much young talent for the Warriors. Many said they should trade for veterans, but they resisted.
And they won a title anyways. I mean, with the salary cap perhaps their greatest obstacle, having contributors on cost-controlled rookie contracts.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor, and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Back to Edwards. To the middle. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Back to Brown. Pass to Kuminga. Iguodala inside. Guarded by Edwards. Iguodala's shot is good.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it. The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Brown passes to Green. Count it. Good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Edwards fires from way outside. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. 8 points in the...
The Warriors, 46.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. McLaughlin comes in for Russell. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
In at forward, Edwards and McDaniels. Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. Third personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Thompson, he's checked in for Iguodala.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
It's Brown on the wing. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Pass to Gobert. Footer, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Minnesota's gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. The kick out to Edwards. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points.
67, the Warriors, 72.
Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Everything's sharp. Keep the cuts hard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Klay Thompson is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Jordan Poole. Then it's MP. And it's Wiseman in at the center position. The Warriors leading. Pass to Thompson. Up top, Wiseman. Over McDaniels, and that one's good. Wiseman.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Outside Edwards. Poole against Russell. Back to Edwards. The three. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Thompson outside. Pass to Wiseman. Thompson against Edwards. Here's Poole. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Making an impact. I love the aggression. Playing on that front foot and looking to expand their lead.
Golden State has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Pass to Noel. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Wiseman. Outside, Brown. He shoots a three. Another three for Golden State.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Right side, McDaniels. Outside for Russell. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Edwards. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Brown for three, and the three-pointer goes.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Warriors.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against the Timberwolves.
And what a huge performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Curry. Pass to Thompson.
Hands up, hands up.
Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching.
Thanks, MP. Can you tell us about the decision to move you to the bench?
I mean, from day one, I've always said I'm happy to come, from any points of the court. Off the bench, on the bench, whatever. Just think about Manu. He's a Hall of Famer, and he came off the bench as well. I mean, if Coach thinks I need to come off the bench to help us win, I'm riding with Coach on this. I'm all for it.
It's tough for me to see the logic behind your benching from a performance perspective.
Exactly.
I mean, is there something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about? Maybe like a disciplinary action situation?
No.
There's not?
No.
Okay.
Great.
If you say so.
Thanks, Nate. Whoa. Take it easy, Nate. Like you about to jump out of your seat. What's up, brother?
Well, how do you respond to the reports that Athala Akben is not hanging up the phone when other teams ask about your availability, man?
Okay, how do I put this? Everyone has a job on the team. And Athala's job is to explore every option to improve the roster.
But wait, you don't think that you've earned a reprieve from trade talks with your recent play?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, people are going to ask about you if you're playing well. That just comes with the territory, bro.
I mean, but there are stars in this league that are off the table without question.
Okay,
right
and?
now, you're not one of them.
Oh, okay. Listen, fam, I don't compare myself to other people like that. If my team is winning, I'm good. So that's what I'm all about. That's it. I don't listen to all that outside noise and chatter.
When I look back and think about highlights, the first one would be when I was finally named a head coach at age 36. I had 3 teams, the Atlanta Hawks, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Memphis Grizzlies. Coaching the All-Star game the one year, Michael Jordan. He was pretty good, by the way, in that game. And to think, this is just Jordan's 2nd year in the league.
Let down hard! Throwing down the hammer!
Michael makes the 6 3-pointers. He looks over at the table. There was Marv, there was myself, and there was Magic. Michael clearly was looking at me when he looked over at the table and gave the shrug.
And both these offenses geared to space the floor, Greg, in many cases playing outside in.
And we've got some bombers out there tonight. It's become a shooter's league. I just hope we'll see some balance as well.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The 3 great shooters out there for them, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Doncic finds Dinwiddie. Back to Doncic. The 3. Wiseman with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game.
Perhaps the first thing a defense must do is chase Stephen Curry off the 3-point line. Because if you give him space, guys, he's going to make it.
Now, here's Bullock. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Poole against Dinwiddie. Clock at 4. Shoots over Poole. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
Shots good by Green.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Doncic against Curry. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Back to Doncic. Over Curry. Drains it from 17 feet out. And some might go as far, Greg, is saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively.
And the basket by Curry.
3 points. Substitution for
some changes. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Brown in for Jordan Poole. Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic passes to Bullock. Now Dinwiddie fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Thompson, and another basket for Golden State.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 11 points last game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Doncic. Pass to Wood. Bullock with it. It's up against Thompson. Now Dinwiddie. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty, sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 09.
And talking about Steph, he is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Green, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Hardaway is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Hardaway. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's McGee. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 16. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Brown dishes to Kuminga. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And the shot is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Brown inside the line. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers.
The Warriors, 29.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Iguodala and Green, the duo at forward. Brown out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Green in at center, locking down the middle. Pulls up. Draymond Green with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Green slams it in.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
To the paint, here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Brown finds Green. Back to Brown. Green taking his time here. Pass to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Doncic. Again, Golden State.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Poole kicks to Brown. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Well, there's big-time athleticism when you're talking about Hardaway. Puts it on the deck and relentless move to the cup.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a...
So it's the Golden State Warriors.
I want you to get out of your seat and make some noise! That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Mavericks winning the Warriors 44.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly. The Warriors making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Doncic passes to Bullock. Doncic against Brown. Doncic left side. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. And it's Bullock in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Mavericks trailed by 19. And here is Doncic. He has 7. Wide open. And he nails the jumper. Doncic has got 9 points.
Luka Doncic showing you right there he can play without the basketball, ready on the catch.
Golden State moving the ball around. The pass to Wiseman. To the middle, Brown. Bank shot, no good.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Dinwiddie against Poole. Dinwiddie outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic, no good. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
Yeah, that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 19. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Maxi Kleber comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dinwiddie. Looney with it. McGee's there. Kuminga the pass to Looney. Brown outside. Three-pointer on the way. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 13.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Finney Smith passes to McGee and taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway. 15 points in the game. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Green against Kleber. Kicks it to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3.
Warriors foul.
The Mavericks shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Shoots from 12. Brown inside the line. It's rebounded by Doncic. Hardaway with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Great example of the awareness Curry brings to the game. Such a good feel for understanding what the defense is doing and how to find the open spots.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Curry and Poole are the guards. Iguodala out there with Kuminga. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. They get it back. And the slam dunk by McGee.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Kuminga finds Iguodala. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Curry against Doncic. McGee with the block. Here's Bullock. Passes it to McGee, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 23. Outside Curry. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Money from the wing.
Well, there's no doubt Stephen Curry has his favorite spots. But his jumper always is going to cause the defense problem no matter the location.
Right wing. Here's Wood. Here's McGee. Oh, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now here's Thompson. He's guarded by Bullock. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now, here's Poole. Pass to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas.
2 minutes.
Pass to Bullock. Over in the corner, Doncic. Dinwiddie against Poole. Floats it up for Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And not easy getting Wood off his spot, even with contact. Still able to stay focused and balanced.
There's the basket. Poole. Now, here's Thompson. D right on him. Wiseman kicks to Thompson. Poole with no one around. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the...
Substitution on the court.
20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Both teams will make substitutions. Brown the pass to DiVincenzo. Brown outside. Tries a 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. The 17-footer. Dallas, no good that time either. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wood against Brown. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Brown. bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is...
Great game, MP. Really well done.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you.
Next game, you're back with the starters.
Don't lie to me, Coach. Do not lie to me.
No cap.
I see you.
I just told the press during my availability. So why don't you head over there and answer some of their questions and bask in the glory?
All right, now, that's not a bad idea there.
You've earned it. Now go enjoy it.
Oh, is that my man John in the cut back there? My man, it's always good to see you. What's up?
Hey, it's me, man. Great game, MP. So, Coach Graves just let us know that you're back in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
First off, did he tell you yet? And if so, how does that feel?
Yo, that's crazy because he just told me. Like, he literally just let me know. It feels great, man. You know, everyone wants to start in this league, and I'm no different, man. You know? So I'm hyped.
So are you aware of reports that you've been placed back in the starting lineup so they can actually showcase you for a potential trade?
No. That's actually the first time I've actually heard that.
Well, let me read this to you. Sources familiar with the organization's thinking have confirmed that there's interest in acquiring Shep Owens in the trade. So how do you feel about that?
Obviously, you know, just give me a second, man. If that's true, that's unfortunate. Because I have proven that I can contribute to winning basketball. So to hear something like that, I don't understand it. I don't.
Well, not to make things worse, but I'm also hearing that Shep was Athala Akben's first choice at 18, but Phil Boyer overruled him, which is why he hired Freddie Novak to help smooth over the PR hit he took for drafting you.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure how to respond to that, Nate.
Understandable. I mean, whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here for you, brother.
Yeah, sure.
Now, Marv has tried to, for years now, say that it was him. Michael, after the game, said to me, who was the guy next to you on your show? Didn't even know Marv at that time. Magic said that he was with Michael the night before, having something to eat and play little cards, and then Michael really was looking at Magic. So I guess each of us wanted to be identified with that magical moment what Michael gave.
Well, Grant, we've seen the NBA evolve quite a bit since your playing days. How do you think you'd be used in today's game versus when you played?
Well, B.A., with the spacing in today's game and my ability to slash to the rim, I think I would still be able to get to the basket, dominate in the mid-range, but I'd be shooting way more threes, and I would see more minutes playing as a small ball power forward as well.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. Lonzo Ball is out there with Alex Caruso, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Uses the glass on the layup.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
And the Warriors with possession. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year, they beat this team in both games.
Ball against Curry. Ball passes to DeRozan, shoots over Thompson, and it's good. Off the back rim and in.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point. But once they lost him, things definitely changed.
Here's Ball, following the score by Golden State. Pass to Williams. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Yeah, Ball hurt his left knee. Initially, they thought they might get him back before the playoffs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, B.A., that was not the case. And when he's not out there, the ball movement isn't the same. You also lose that size in the backcourt. And, of course, he was shooting 42% from 3.
Now, here's Green. Right now, averaging 5.5 a game. Caruso against Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Caruso. The offensive rebound. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Do you see that activity level by Draymond Green doing what he does out there, and it's fun to watch.
Smitty, what you like about this Bulls offense, they tend to take good shots.
Reason why, B.A., they've got veteran scorers who are disciplined, patient. It's difficult for defenses to speed them up.
Here's Vucevic. No good there. So Golden State will take it the other way. Inside. Here's Brown. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Caruso outside. Williams finds DeRozan. Thompson with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And Brown with the stuff.
Assists aren't Thompson's strong suit, but he smartly feeds a ready shooter.
DeRozan outside. Pass to Caruso. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by DeRozan. Brown lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 6.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Caruso outside. Williams against Green. DeRozan outside. Clock at 6. And again, Chicago, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Brown. That one off the back iron and out. The Bulls have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Ball against Curry. Now here's Vucevic. Defense right on him. On the wing, DeRozan. Guarded by Wiseman. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Ball against Curry. That one's good from Green. And the assist from Curry. 5 points in the game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Green's checked in for Williams. White comes in for DeRozan. DeSumo, he's checked in for Caruso. And Dragic has subbed in for Ball. And yep, it's good. Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan comes in for White. Caruso, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Ball in for Dragic. Thompson slides in at power forward next to Green. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Caruso. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ball passes to Williams. And here's Caruso outside. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Here's Brown. And count the basket. He was fouled. And he's going to the line for one more.
DeMar DeRozan. First personal foul.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. DeRozan against Thompson. A little mid-range shot is up. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson passes to Curry. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Now here's Ball. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And he gave them headaches with his defense. Constant activity at that end with 4 steals to show for it.
Despite all the glitz and glamour around the Ball family, Lonzo is the ultimate team-first player. Someone everyone wants to play with.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
All right, for Lonzo, what makes him such a great teammate, Smitty?
What it is, B.A., he's always looking to others first. Lonzo loves to pass the rock. Defensively, he gives you full effort. So playing D, sharing the rock like Lonzo does, those traits make you popular in the locker room.
Iguodala's checked in for Klay Thompson. Both shots good from the strike.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Down low. Here's Wiseman, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Bulls are a force once again. Zach LaVine said, quote, "It's a new team, a new mindset, and I'm always confident. We step on the line, throw the ball up, and I don't think anybody's better than us. Guys, they're ready."
And they've got the talent to back it up, Allie. Thanks.
Alex Caruso's off-the-ball action is excellent.
Pass to Green. Back to Brown. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Wiseman, and it's Poole in for Brown. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Green. White comes in for DeRozan. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Caruso, and Dragic has subbed in for Ball. Here's Dosunmu. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Clock at 4. And again, no good by Chicago.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it. He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 7. Out left to the wing. And he converts the layup. Dragic has got 9.
That's a strong move right down there in the paint. Something you see a lot from Goran Dragic.
Here's Poole. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Dragic against Curry. Dragic passes to Vucevic. Second chance shot. No good on the layup. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Chicago trailing here. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. And at forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. Ball is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Physical defense, but DeRozan with great focus and great upper body strength.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And, you know, a close game, you got to find that edge. High-energy plays like that one can make a big difference.
Shot is good by Curry.
That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining it.
Well, the Bulls shooting at a 48% clip from the floor.
And after winning MVP honors in 2015, Steph Curry was even better in 2016, taking home another MVP award going back-to-back.
Now here's DeRozan. Give him 8 points now. 6 on the shot clock. Caruso misses.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
And that one's good. Thompson. And that's 2016 MVP year for Curry, Grant. One of the best regular seasons ever.
Oh, so true, B.A. Think about this. The Warriors winning an NBA record 73 games. Steph's shattering the three-pointers made record over 400 for the season. Also leading the league in steals. Steph in 15-16, something else, guys.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to DeRozan, to the paint. Here's Caruso, out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
The Warriors shooting it well at 59%. Curry from deep three-point land. And he can't get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Green's checked in for Chicago. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. A nice shot by Brown.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Outside, Green. Here's DeRozan. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Pretty tall for his position. It's nice to see Ball use his height to create second chance opportunities.
And the basket by Curry.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Caruso, pass to Vucevic. Pass to Ball. Back to Vucevic. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
DeRozan finds Ball. On the wing, DeRozan, defended by Thompson. From 17, and it's DeRozan missing. Golden State with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Pass to Green. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I just love the ball.
And the Warriors make some changes. Kuminga, he's checked in for Wiseman. DiVincenzo comes in for Brown. And it's Poole in for Stephen Curry.
Michael Green. Shooting one.
Free throw good. Green.
You've got to love the journey JaMychal Green has taken to get into the league. Really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
Now here's White. Back to Dragic. To the middle. Here's Dosunmu. That one falls. Great assist by Dragic.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And the layup falls. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket on the night.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Changes here for the Warriors. Wiseman, he's checked in for Green. Brown comes in for DiVincenzo. And it's Curry in for Poole. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Williams is checked in for Green. DeMar DeRozan comes in for White. Caruso, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Ball in for Dragic. Kept alive. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
And VA, he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's James Wiseman. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors 5. And it's DeRozan missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Wiseman. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
From Klay Thompson.
For Chicago, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Now here's Williams. He's watched by Kuminga. Williams against Kuminga. Just 5 on the clock. Williams' shot is good.
Patrick Williams with the sweet-looking mid-range jump shot.
Curry with it. Thompson outside. Right side, Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Up top, Brown. Shoots over Caruso. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
What a look from Steph Curry. Just shredding defenses with pinpoint passes to open teammates.
Caruso, left side. Jacks up a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Thompson outside. Stolen by Caruso. And now the Bulls in transition. It's stolen by Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, Brown. To the inside. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith.
Okay, you guys want to fill me in? Why do I feel like I was blindsided out there?
Because you were. Look, but that's okay, all right? It's the last trick Othello's got up his sleeve.
Yo, fam, he's really going to offer 3 first-round draft picks on top of me. For Shep? I mean, is Philly going to sign off on that?
It's unclear.
There's more support for the trade on social than I would like to see.
What does that mean?
I say it's about a 50-50 split at this point.
Good thing social isn't in charge of the roster.
Well,
look, it still wouldn't hurt to fight that battle, so.
Okay, but we've already talked about this. We're not going to fight this fight in the press.
I'm not talking press. I'm talking about on the court. Look, Othello put his cards on the table. It's you versus Shep now.
Okay, hasn't it always been?
Yeah, but never this directly. Look, you've got an opportunity to put this thing to bed once and for all. All you've got to do is outperform Shep. Boyer hasn't pulled the trigger yet, which means he's still not sold. But there's a microscope on you two now. Look, if you go out there and you whoop Shep's behind on the stat sheet, there's no way Phil will trade you.
Rick,
look, how could he?
Rick, you know I'm not about the stats, man. I've never been about that.
But you are about this city. I know you're a team-first guy on P, but I don't see anything wrong with calling your number a little more than usual if it's going to get you to stay. You can't win a ring in this city if Othello trades you.
So it's me versus Shep.
Mm-hmm. It's you versus Shep, babe.
You got to end this, MP. Once and for all.
The three-point shot has had an incredible impact. We're seeing teams who were down 20, 21 points in the past. The game was over. Not now. Anytime they change rules, it tends to affect the game. Way back, many people don't realize that they had actually turned the NBA game into a 3-on-3 contest. If the offense placed 2 people above the three-point line, the defense had to bring 2 people above the foul line. And they could just play with the other 3 guys, 3 against 3. And we're so happy that they got away from that because
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with 2 conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Martinez out there with Smith. And it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. Warriors on D. Outside, Green takes the 3. Green against Smith. Passes it to Green. 5 on the clock. Here's Fernando. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
And it's the Warriors' ball. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Well, Brent, between major injuries and some high-profile roster turnover, it's been an up-and-down last couple years for the Warriors.
Yeah, mostly due, Kevin, to injuries. I mean, through it all, they've managed to continue to play with joy. They've given a lot of guys opportunities to just be out there, and then they drafted and rebuilt the team behind the big three to complement those guys as they found their health. So the run is still there for Golden State to do great things. Winning a championship last year has them back on the top of the mountain.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Houston needs to get a shot off. Martin from outside. Wiseman with the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Houston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And Wiseman sends it back.
And Wiseman using the length, swatting that one away.
And the basket by Curry.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Porter. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Green, and Wiseman sends it back. 4 on the shot clock. And there's Green on the assist by Porter.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Brown finds Wiseman to the inside. Here's Green, right through the D for the layup.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, Draymond's IQ on the defensive end is so high level. I think that's going to be a huge advantage with him as an analyst because he's going to talk to you.
Here is Porter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Green. Shoots over Brown. Another miss by Houston. Green's broadcasting has even helped his opponents in some cases.
Yours probably has too, Kevin, in some instances. But with Draymond, I think what's cool is guys are listening. And when Draymond starts to talk about some of the techniques he uses or some of the things he's looking out for, guys understand that that could improve their game. So why not take it from one of the best in the business?
Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. Curry is out there with Brown, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Back to Curry. And the layup is good. 8 points for Stephen Curry. And now let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
Martin kicks to Porter. Pass to Şengün. Outside for Martin. Rocket 6. Warriors with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Now the pass to Green. And here is Şengün. Outside Martin.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The Rockets again can't hit. And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Berry, what made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me, it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom and so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. And so the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if
So as we conclude the first half, so far,
50. The Rockets, 28. Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Kids team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing, guys, a tremendous game from Jabari Smith.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Smith is out there with Martin, and it's Fernando in at the center, filling out the middle.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Thompson against Martin. Brown the pass to Thompson. Right side Green. Here's Brown. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Kicks to Martin. Passes to Porter. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Brown with it. Now Green defending. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Brown. Thompson against Smith. On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Porter kicks to Green. Pass to Fernando. Back to Green. Smith trying to break loose, and good that time. Green's got 5 points so far.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Golden State.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness. He's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Well, if Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. There's no slouch on the golf course.
Here's Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Heisman dishes to Brown. Thompson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight. There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling.
Substitution on the court.
.156 left to play in the final quarter. Floats it up for Iguodala. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And another great look at the 2K drive.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Baldwin. Moody is out there with Brown. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. And here's Brown outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance. And it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Gordon checked in for Josh Christopher. Brown the pass to Iguodala. Back to Brown. Now here's Moody. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Looney. The rebound by Marjanovic. And so it's Houston with it. Outside Matthews. Pass to Garuba. Over to the wing. From the arc. And they get it back. No good with the triple. Marjanovic against Iguodala. He dishes it to Brown. Back to Iguodala. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan.
would just tell him straight out, I think, anyway. Do you want my seat?
That would be nice.
Grab a seat.
Yeah.
I'm not big on small talk, so I'll get right to the point.
Okay.
We've decided to part ways with Othello effective immediately.
Well, you what? Why?
The situation he created in the organization, particularly as it pertained to you, was no longer tenable.
I get that, but he wanted to trade me.
The result of which is that you appear to have turned back into a pumpkin after midnight.
That's a Cinderella reference.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. But how does my bad play get him fired? I don't get that part.
He gave me an ultimatum. If he wasn't allowed to trade you, he wanted to leave. I'm not in the habit of selling an asset at its lowest value, so he left.
Wow. I don't even know what to say right now.
It's our job to build you back up. Effective immediately, you'll be out of the starting lineup.
Wait, why though?
You're pressing, okay? We need to take a little heat off you so you can settle back into a groove.
I still believe in your talent, MP, but we may have forced the issue by giving you too much too soon, and that's on us.
100%.
Coach Graves will have more specifics on our development plan before your next game. In the meantime, do you have any questions?
No, I don't. Just processing is all.
Well, if anything comes up, let me know.
Thanks, Phil.
See you at practice.
Yeah.
Can I get my chair back?
Niggas is crazy.
Yeah, I figured I might as well get this over with.
I mean, fine with me, but how does it feel knowing that Othello Akbim would rather quit than have you on his roster? What?
I don't really want to comment on that, man. I'm sorry. Because whatever happened, happened. And I'm here now, and I'm happy to be here. So I'm looking forward to continuing to improve and helping my team win games. That's all.
Let's be honest. Do you wish things happened differently, though?
I mean, I wish I could have played better. You know, made Othello see that I'm someone to build around. But like I said, man, it's all in the past.
I can only imagine how hard it must be dealing with everything you've dealt with since coming into the league. How have you managed it?
John, I tell you, man, it has been tough. But I got a great support team, man. I'm talking my coaches, my teammates, my agent, my girl. I mean, you know, they all got my back in this, you know?
Mm-hmm. And as the saying goes, it takes a village.
You ain't never lie, man.
The end of the hour. How's it feel to be back in the starting lineup?
I'm back? I didn't see my name on the board out there.
You and that board.
Nah, I'm just saying, it'd be nice to see my name up there, you know?
Which is why I didn't want to ruin it. Stay with me here, MP. It's not that complicated.
Okay, so you tell me, if I go out there right now, my name will be on that board?
Yeah, I coordinated with Gaster, okay?
Wait, Gaster the assistant?
Do you know another Gaster out here?
I don't know. But this is really, really nice of you, Coach. Like, for you looking out for me like that.
What can I say? I'm a big softie. But I'm not too soft. I can be strict when I want to be.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a big heart, man.
I'm glad that you see that. Oh, wait. Since I have you here, I need a big game out of you tonight. Here's what I'm thinking.
I can do that.
Keep checking back with me. I'll give you plenty of milestones to hit so you'll know exactly where you stand.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, and Coach, thanks for giving me another chance, man.
You earned it. Now keep earning it.
Tough. You shouldn't be tough.
you out there doing work. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Over here, gentlemen. Time to get to work. We gotta find a way to limit transition baskets if we stand any chance of winning games. All right, let's get set up and start practice.
Get on my man! Help him, this night! Yeah, let's go, let's do it! Who's got ball? Get mine, get mine! Shot up! Shot!
You're about to get off my court.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
One more.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man.
Well, we good. Let's get y'all.
Again.
I've always thought that the game involves teaching. It starts in elementary school, whether it starts with their recreational teams, AAU, if it's on to college, and then in the NBA. Players are always looking to get better. They want to get better. They want someone to show them how to do it the right way. As I approach it with 2K basketball, we try to give them a better insight to why things are happening the way they're happening. I go back with Michael Jordan to when he was a junior.
With the trade deadline approaching, RJ, the rumor mill has been active. How does that affect a player when their names are being mentioned in trade rumors?
Well, it can be a blow to your confidence, and it makes it tough to trust the organization at times. And if players are well-liked, it can tear a locker room apart. I've seen it.
And now Indiana's starting group. Halliburton at point next to Duarte. They're the backcourt. Miles Turner out there with Smith, and it's Taylor in at the 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Taylor. Knocked away. Dives for it. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. The shot by Duarte, no good. Green finds Curry. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
So much to say about Draymond's game. Tough to say anyone else in the league has a larger impact on their team on both sides of the floor.
And Richard, the weight that Draymond carries for this team can't be forgotten.
The impact he has on the defense alone is remarkable. But then you factor in the offense ability, bringing the ball up the floor. There is no doubt he is the vocal leader and the heartbeat.
The shot by Duarte, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Unloads from 13. Brown can't hit. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here they go. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Thompson. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Curry passes to Wiseman, and that one drops for him.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Curry against Halliburton. Pass to Duarte from 12 feet. The bank shot, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Thompson. Again, Golden State.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Duarte. Here's Taylor. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Back to Duarte. There's the 3. Rebounded by Green.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open. And with their title last season, the Warriors now with 7 in franchise history. No longer tied with the Bulls. They're alone and ranked 3rd all time.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start to...
Indiana shooting around 33%, not the best offensive efficiency. And the Warriors still have a long way to go to surpass the Celtics and the Lakers for total championships, each with 17.
But their ambition from the top down is to do exactly that. They want to be, in their own words, the greatest organization on earth.
Definitely playing the long game. Thompson slides in at power forward next to Green. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Wiseman in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Warriors 5. Tipped away. In transition, here come the Warriors. And that one's good. Wiseman.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Pass to Duarte. Here's Taylor, defended by Thompson. Here's Turner to the left wing. Here's McConnell. Hauled in by Curry. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Thompson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Thompson's gotten a second bucket on the night.
What touch from Thompson on the floater. That's just such a tough shot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
I love it. Making their own luck. You don't want to let off the gas with the lead. Continue to make things happen.
Pass to Duarte. Shoots. Shot clock at 5. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Duarte's got 5 points.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Curry passes to Brown. And again, it's Golden State.
This man sees everything on the court. Curry just dropping dimes out there. And to the surprise of absolutely no one, Steph Curry set the record for most threes made in NBA history during the 21-22 season.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Rockets got the good from deep and from the line. His contributions have helped this team stay hot. They're really cooking right now, guys.
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
And Stephen set that record against the Knicks, Richard.
Yeah, with Ray Allen in attendance to watch as he passed him on the lid. You can tell it meant a lot to Steph. Maybe the greatest shooter, not maybe, the greatest shooter the game has ever seen.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Green.
2 minutes.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And the Pacers call time here. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
And the Warriors will go with a different look. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Up
51. The Pacers, 26.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Halliburton at point next to Duarte. They're the backcourt. Smith out there with Miles Turner. And it's Taylor in at small forward. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
The 3 is up. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 11 points.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Back to Turner. Halliburton outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Taylor hits the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And the Pacers shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Left side, Green. Cranked it in off the glass.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Draymond Green suffered through the losing years with the Dubs. He said, quote, I just couldn't get myself going. Coach Kerr pulled me aside and said, quote, you have to be the worst player in meaningless games I have ever seen. But I found a love again, and I'm just enjoying playing basketball. Brian?
Hey, it shows, Allie. Thank you. On the wing, Thompson puts up a 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
The moment that last 3 went in, Thompson must have been thinking, get me the ball, I'll answer it with a 3.
Halliburton outside. And he's going for the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Thompson outside. Pass to Wiseman. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Thompson. Curry passes to Brown. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. In transition. Here's Duarte, defended by Brown. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The former home of the Warriors, Richard, Oakland. What was it like to play over in the East Bay?
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Oh, nice shot by Brown.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Kevon Looney is out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Andre Iguodala. Then it's MP. And it's Moody in at the 2. That's the Warriors 5. Iguodala's shot is good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors. Who poked away and stolen by Brown. Ball's going up the court. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Brissett. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
Pass to Taylor. Back to Halliburton. To the middle. Turner passes to Halliburton. Back to Turner. Will it go? It doesn't go for him. And Golden State will come the other way. Now Brown from deep. Smith with the rebound. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. With the 10-footer. And there it is for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Iguodala outside. Back to Brown. Pass to Moody. Iguodala outside. And there's another one for the Warriors.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
Brown can't hit. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth. From 7 feet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The ideal guard in today's NBA, Tyrese Halliburton, has...
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
We wish you a safe trip home, and we'll see you next time.
Congrats on the win. You guys really smothered them on the defensive end tonight.
Yeah, you know, we really locked in on the defensive end tonight. You know, coach is really happy with our switches on the pick and roll, and we need to bring that kind of intensity every night.
You also caused a lot of turnovers. It looked like you were reading the offense like a free safety.
Oh, man, that's just a scheme, man. You know, a big part of our defense is causing deflections and getting out in transition. You know, we stuck to the script, and it worked tonight.
Yes, it did. Congrats.
Oh, man.
Calling my shot.
I see you out there doing work. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do.